This is a SnapEd New York video presentation.
Hi, my name is Bianca. I am a SNAP educator with the SNAP Education Program working with City Harvest. And today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious roasted rutabaga and carrot recipe. Everything you eat and drink over time matters. Hopefully today's recipe will encourage you to find your own healthy eating pattern. The right mix of foods and beverages will help you be healthier now and in the future. By the end of the lesson today, you will understand the health benefits of incorporating a variety of different vegetables into your diet, such as rutabaga and carrot. You will learn how to make this healthy, budget-friendly, delicious recipe. MyPlate illustrates the 5 food groups that are the building blocks for a healthy diet. We see the 5 sections that make up MyPlate: fruits, vegetables, grains, proteins, and dairy. When looking at your own plate, vary your vegetables. It's important to incorporate a variety of vegetables since they provide necessary vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients that our bodies need to stay healthy. Aim to make half your plate fruits and vegetables with a daily goal of at least 2.5 cups of vegetables for adults. Today we're going to learn all about rutabaga, a very versatile root veggie, similar to the turnip, but you know it with its golden color. Rutabaga can be used in a variety of different recipes. It can be used savory by roasting it. It can be used in sweet dishes like pumpkin pie. It can even be used eaten raw or used as a substitute for a turnip in a recipe. Rutabaga has a great source of nutrients, packed with vitamin C, iron, low in fat, and cholesterol. Rutabaga is also high in insoluble fiber, which helps with our gut health. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started on our recipe today. First thing we're gonna do is go over the ingredients we'll be using. We have our rutabaga, we have a couple of carrots here, some vegetable oil, some dried herbs, lemon, and then a little bit of salt. Using seasonings such as dried or fresh herbs is a great way to season our vegetables without adding tons of salt. Cooking at home is another way to help limit the amount of sodium that we're having in our diet. We should try to be consuming between 1,500 to 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day. Remember, keeping our sodium intake low will help reduce the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and even stroke. When looking at labels and food products, we should look for things that say no salt or no sodium added or low salt. Anything that is pre-made, such as sauces or seasonings, are going to be a little bit higher in that salt content. So making things at home, making things from scratch will help reduce that. Let's go ahead and get started with our first ingredient today, which is going to be our rutabaga. Rutabaga are typically golden in color with a purple trim around its skin. There are actually 4 types of rutabaga: Joan, Eleanor, Long Island, and Sweet Russian. When selecting a rutabaga, you want to look for ones that are firm, to avoid anything with shriveled skin or any kind of dark spots. Rutabagas will last about a week in room temperature and several weeks in the refrigerator. We've already went ahead and washed our rutabaga, but we are also going to peel it. The skin is pretty tough and doesn't get super soft when we roast it. What I do want to point out is if you find a rutabaga in the store that does have the greens attached, go ahead and save those. You don't want to throw them away. You can add them to salads or soups. They're super tasty and have lots of nutrients in them. Whenever I'm working with a round vegetable, I like to always cut a flat surface so that I have a nice, safe surface to work with. You can go ahead and see the yellowish color of the flesh of our rutabaga. I'm going to go ahead and cut off one end and then start peeling here. Whenever you're able to leave the skin on any of your fruits and vegetables, you can go ahead and do that. The skin has tons of nutrients, lots of fiber in there. If you do need to peel it, it's not a big deal. You're not losing tons of fiber or nutrients. But I always say I like to get whatever extra nutrients I can get, even if it's from the skin. Once we've gone ahead and peeled our rutabaga, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this in half. And I'm gonna use half of our rutabaga today. We're gonna go ahead and take our time. What I like to do is place my free hand on top of my knife onto the side that is not sharp. And I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it into nice bigger diced pieces. Let's go ahead and move on to our carrot today. I love carrots because they're basically, you can find them in any grocery store throughout the year. They're usually a pretty affordable price and they're very nutritious. They're packed with beta carotene, vitamin A, vitamin K, potassium, and antioxidants. So today what we're doing is we have our carrot is washed and cleaned, but we're not gonna peel it. We're gonna leave that skin on for that extra nutrient and that extra fiber, but we are gonna cut off both ends of our carrots and cut it in half. And remember, carrots, you mostly see them orange, but they do come in a variety of different colors, including purple, blue, white, yellow. Often you'll see these at like farmers markets and things like that. All right, now that we have our rutabaga and our carrots in our bowl, we're gonna go ahead and season them. When using vegetables, it's great to use a variety of colors because they normally signify different nutrients that they're containing. So we're gonna add our olive oil or vegetable oil. Just conscious that oil is a fat and there are different kinds of fats. There are healthier ones and a little bit less healthier. So our vegetable or our olive oil would be considered a more healthy fat. So let's go ahead and add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil. And then we're gonna use our dried herbs. Remember, fresher dried herbs for seasoning. You really can have fun with your seasonings when you're roasting, adding things like cumin, anything spicy like a chili powder or a cayenne powder. Even paprikas are nice. They have a nice smoky flavor, whichever seasonings you prefer. And then we're gonna go ahead and add a touch of salt as well. And then the last seasoning or spice that we're going to add is our fresh lemon. So first we're gonna use the zest. If you don't have a zester, that's fine. You can just go ahead and use a regular peeler here. Peel a really small amount of the skin. A little bit goes a long way. And then all I'm gonna do is take my knife and just kind of mince it up so that we're not biting into large pieces of lemon zest here. So just bringing your knife back and forth. Just about a teaspoon should be enough because we're also gonna go ahead and use the juice. Whenever I'm squeezing a lemon in there, I try to capture the seeds by doing it into my hands like this. I'm using a half of a lemon here. You can use a little bit more or a little bit less depending on if you like that really nice tart flavor. All right, now that we got our rutabaga, our carrots, our seasonings, and our oil in our bowl, we're gonna give those a quick toss. So now that we've tossed everything, just take a spoon and make sure everything is coated. Go ahead and lay a nice flat layer down on your sheet tray. You can also cover this with tin foil and add your veggies to it. You can also do it in like a shallow baking pan if you have that as well. So we preheated our oven to 400 degrees and we're gonna go ahead and pop these vegetables in for about 15 to 20 minutes. So I went ahead and pulled out our vegetables from the oven. They cooked closer to about 20 minutes or so. You can see some of our pieces have started to turn this golden brown. The texture is nice and soft. This recipe yields about 4 servings, half a cup each, which counts towards the adult daily goal of 2.5 cups of vegetables per day. What I love about this recipe is it could be paired with your dinner, add a couple of different sides. It could be paired with a protein to make a complete meal. There are various different vegetable combinations and flavors you can combine to fit your lifestyle. Thanks so much for joining us today as we learned about the 5 food groups that are the building blocks for a healthy diet and how to make a delicious and healthy recipe using rutabaga. Remember, small changes can make a big difference. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you for joining us today. We know the healthy choice isn't always the easiest choice, but small changes can make a big difference. Start today by getting involved with SNAP Ed New York. This program is free for those who qualify or receive SNAP benefits. We want to help you save time, save money, and eat healthy. Learn how SNAP Ed can make a difference in your life. For more information and to find your local program, visit snapedny.org. This material is funded by USDA's Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. SNAP. This institution is an equal opportunity provider.